the partnership that's emerged among China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea is a major strategic shift that we have not completely accounted for in our defense planning. It makes each of those countries potentially stronger militarily, economically, and diplomatically, and potentially can weaken the tools we have at our disposal to deal with them. And it makes it more likely that a future conflict, for instance in the Indo-Pacific, would expand across other theaters and that we would find ourselves in a global war that is on the scale of the Second World War. The 2022 NDS identified China as the pacing challenge. We found that China is in many ways outpacing the US. While we still have the strongest military in the world with the farthest global reach, when we get to 1,000 miles of China's shore, we start to lose our military dominance and could find ourselves on the losing end of a conflict.
Is the department planning for this reality in which conflict with either Russia or China likely means a conflict with both today?
If we got into some kind of conflict in the Indo-Pacific, whether it be over Taiwan or the South China Sea or East China Sea, what might Russia do? You know, one thing that comes to mind is take advantage of the separatist movement in Moldova to move on Moldova, a country that's trying to move closer to the European Union and to the West, which would then precipitate, you know, additional conflict in Europe, or take advantage of the ethnic Russian-speaking minorities in the Baltic states, say Latvia, to initiate a conflict there. How would we manage that? We haven't really taken the next steps to really focus on what that and what a protracted conflict would actually look like. We're optimized to fight very short wars.
Is it fair to say that both Russia and China have capabilities to do more than simply cripple airline capabilities? And what exactly would that look like for the American people should we have a contest with either one of those two adversaries?
On cyber, it's a huge threat, and I don't think we minimize it in any way. One of the things we might anticipate, for example, is if China decides to annex Taiwan, or whatever euphemism they might use, they might engage in a major cyber attack here first, for which we are underprepared. Cyber attack of our infrastructure.
We need our allies in the Indo-Pacific, Australia, Japan, the Republic of Korea, Taiwan, all need to be stepping up, because to match what Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran are doing is going to be beyond our ability to do it ourselves. We're going to have to do it, you know, with allies. So there's going to have to be broad investment across the, you know, across all of the regions.